Welcome to my reading log for the month of October. I'm just gonna do probably this clip and then another clip at the end of the month to show what I've read. And yeah, I read quite a lot of stuff. So first I read To Your Eternity. I've had these volumes for like a really long time, probably like a year. So I finally decided to read them. And I liked it. I watched the anime. I only watched a few episodes, probably till like about this volume. But I don't really have much to say about it. It's really good. I like it anyway. I like it better than A Silent Voice, which is made by the same author as this. I mean, I like The Silent Voice, but yeah, this is good. So far, at least. Next, I read volume 1 of Barakamon. I got this on Alibris. I just keep buying volume 1s even though I have series to read, but I really liked it though. I like slice of life, cute stuff with a cute kid. He's cool. All the kids are really cute. But these are $15, so I'll definitely never buy these full price. But I think I got this for like $9 or something. But yeah, it was good. I don't know if I'm gonna be that pressed on collecting it like super fast, but I liked it. I also love these covers. They're really nice. Next, I read this. I got this from my local bookstore this month, which I was really surprised to see it there. But I liked this so much more than I thought I would. Their relationship is just really cute and wholesome, and I think they really have a good discussion on what it means to be asexual, which is something that is very like misinterpreted and just people don't really know much about it. This is really good. I love their relationship. So cute. Yeah, I was just smiling while I was reading this the whole time. These are also expensive because Yen Press wants to kill us. But very good. I would recommend. Next, I finished Night of the Ice. I really do like this series just because I love this author. I think their relationship is cute and wholesome. We don't see these types of characters very often. It does get like a little slow, like it's 11 volumes and doesn't really need to be 11 volumes, but I liked it. These covers are so fucking fugly though, and the spines. Like what? And why is he on every single fucking cover? Like the main character, the girl, she's so cute. Put her on the main cover. I mean, I still like him, but. Next, I read volume 1 of Walking Butterfly. This is like a random thing I picked up because I like this type of like art style and just like josei, angsty stuff like this. I thought this was fine. There's 4 volumes, but only 3 were published by this publisher, which is annoying. But we'll see. I'll probably at least finish it. I don't know if I'll keep it, but it was good. Also, these, you like literally can't fucking open it. It's like so like tight. The spine is like really strong, so you like can't, but the paper's really nice. Anyway, speaking of more josei angstiness, I read this and it's good. That's not like I didn't like it. I do like it. I don't know why it's explicit content. I guess because sometimes they're naked, but like the sex scenes aren't explicit or anything like that from what I remember. But as you can see, these are volumes 1 through 5, but there are actually 10 volumes of this. And Tokyo Pop dropped it. And you can't find any scans online besides chapter 1 and 2. So I'll just never be able to finish this, which is kind of sad. So that makes me sad, but I really did like some parts of this I was like, wow, this is so good, like I love this, I love these characters, and then other parts I was like, okay, come on girl, let's get going. But all in all, I liked it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it though, because it kind of makes me mad, but we'll see. I'll keep it for now. But plus these covers are like so pretty. Next I read this. I read the first volume a long time ago, but this volume was like out of stock, but I saw it at my local bookstore and I picked it up and I read it, and I really like the series. Some people don't like it because it's like kind of triggering and dark. I hate to use dark as a descriptor like that, but there's no really other way to describe it. But I'm very desensitized to that kind of stuff, so it like doesn't matter to me. So I can just read it, and I prefer to read stuff like this anyway. I mean, I do love cute stuff, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it was good. This was good. But I'm not a huge seinen fan because I just don't really like media that is directed toward men for obvious reasons. And this was kind of that, but she was really cute, but it was kind of like abrupt. I don't know. I might just watch the anime because I think there are a lot of volumes for this, or more than I'm willing to collect, but it was good. Like, I still enjoyed it. I love their relationship. I love a good delinquent and a little autistic kid. But I don't know. I might just watch the anime. And if I really like the anime, then I'll keep collecting this. If I like it and just feel like satisfied with that, I'll probably get rid of this. I was not expecting to like this that much, but again, it's like really sad and like really like sad and like emo and dark or whatever, despite the cover. But I really liked it. I really like her. She's a very interesting character. I'm really excited to see their romance progress, and I'm really excited there's an anime coming for it. So I was really happy when I really liked this, because we need more animes adapted geared towards women that are good. Next I read this. This was my first isekai ever, and the only reason I got it is because it's a GL, and it just seemed fun. And isekai has such a bad rep because of the male targeted isekais, which are just like atrocious, but female targeted isekais are amazing because they're just like so funny and absurd and just like, I don't know, I like them. And I really like this one. She's in love with her, and it's a different take. Instead of her being the villainess, which a lot of female targeted isekais, the main character of that book is the villainess, but here she's the protagonist in love with the villainess, which is an interesting take. And I love this. I love reading it. These releases come out so fucking slow, but what can you do? Another isekai that I love. This is just so cute. I just love it. I love her so much. All the characters are great. It's just so fun. Like the first episode or two of the anime, and I really liked it, but I'm gonna read this first and then continue the rest of it. But I love the series. And then another isekai. I was not expecting to like this that much. Like, I love this. This is so good. She's 30 and she like gets sent into another world, and it's like a different take on an isekai, which is interesting. And their relationship is just so cute. So cute. So I'm excited to see how this develops. And I think it's only 4 volumes, so it'll be nice and short and sweet and concise. So I'm excited. This is a Japanese volume, but I've been reading 7 Seeds Online. So good. Please, everyone, go read it. It's really long, and the art style is old, so it might put you off, but like once you're actually reading it, the art is just like so beautiful, adds to the story so much. I have the Japanese volumes, obviously, because I like it a lot. But I don't know exactly what volume I'm on. I think I'm on like 16. I didn't start it this month. I'm just continuing. I probably shouldn't flip through it because there's probably spoilers. But some crazy things are happening in this, and I just like, I had to put it down. I read like a little arc, and then I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, I need a break. But it's so good, so good. Everyone should read this. I read one novel so far. I just finished this. I'm not really a fantasy person. Like, I never read like Percy Jackson, Harry Potter, The Hobbit. I watched like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and I liked I watched them very young, but I liked them. But I'm just not a huge fantasy person. But I saw this. I saw it was by Asian woman, which I preferably just like to read stuff written by women, especially women of color, because it's just like top tier. And when I first started reading this, it was kind of hard to get into because it was pretty slow at the beginning, just like world building and everything. But the world was very interesting. The characters were very interesting. At some points, just like with Supply, I felt like a little bit like, okay, this is kind of slow, can we get to it? And then other times I was just like reading, because I was like really into it. But I am gonna get the next books and read them. I don't have a very concise opinion on it. I would say it would be worth it for everyone to read it. I mean, unless you're like triggered easily. Again, like I said, I'm very desensitized to stuff, and like I consume a lot of really fucked up shit. So this wasn't really bad for me. Like, I know chapter 21, people say to just like skip it if you're like bad with like gore and things like that. But I didn't really feel that way, but I could see how other people could probably feel that way. But yeah, just look up trigger warnings on everything before you read them if you know that you have things that trigger you. And this is like a military fantasy type of thing. So lots of war and lots of death. So be aware of that. Okay, that is all for now. I will probably be back at the end of the month. Okay, so here's the end of my reading log for the month of October. So let's just get into it. First, I read this. I picked this up when I was at Barnes & Noble. I wasn't expecting to pick this up because I don't really like age gaps very much, especially when the girl is still a minor. But Nana Dreams really likes this, and I really wanted to get something because I don't have a Barnes & Noble near me, so I picked it up. I read it. It was pretty good. I probably won't pick it up for retail, and it's not like a huge priority, but I'm not mad at it, so we'll see. Next, I read this. I love this series so much. This was a new release that I read once I got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He finally made his little appearance. It was amazing. I love Haru. She's just like such a good main character. And if the title throws you off, just try and read it. If anything, just read it online, because it's an isekai and it seems like it's geared towards men, but it's really not. It's geared towards women, and the light novel this is based off of was also geared towards women, and she's just like such a queen, and I love her. But yeah, definitely check this out. I read this, which was always a good read. I love this series. It's so funny. I understand what people are saying. Like, I was watching tsukkinotes and she was saying that she doesn't love this series that much because he's constantly going around in circles, which he definitely is, but I love the characters. I think it's really funny. It's a really easy read, and it's only 9 volumes, so definitely gonna keep this. And they did talk about like homophobia and things in this, which I thought was good. And his friends are just like so good. Like, it's just such a good little friend group. And then this. I was expecting to like this because, again, Nana Dream said that she really liked it. But I just thought it was... I think Ann Tsukkinotes likes it. But I just thought it was okay. This volume, I don't know if all of them are like that, is like really thicky and heavy, and the paper is like nice. It's like not the same as normal manga paper. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep this for now. And maybe I'll read it again a little bit later and decide if I want to keep it, but it was okay. Yeah. And then I read this, one of the new GL series that came out, and I don't really know what I was expecting, but it was just funny. And yeah, I wasn't it says 15 plus, but like literally the first few pages is like some hardcore making out, which was interesting, and they do have sex in this. So sometimes 7 Seeds ratings are interesting, but I don't know. I'm an adult, so I don't really care. But it was good. This, how much is this volume? $15. It's a nice volume, and like the first few pages are like glossy. I can't really show you them because it's suggestive, but I really liked that. And this is another GL series that just came out semi-recently, and it was definitely not what I was expecting. It's like kind of just like your typical GL with like the sunshine girl and then like the shy, aloof other girl. But I'm kind of invested, so I'm definitely gonna get the next volume. And I really like the spine and just the cover in general. It's just very, very pretty. Then I read this, which I'm so confused about this because there are 3 volumes of the manga, and see, it says final. But there are at least 4 thicky volumes of the light novel, and then I'm also watching the anime for this season, and we're on like episode 4, and like the events in this this volume have already passed, so I don't really know what's going on. But I love this series. I love them. Yeah, always a fun read. I would definitely recommend this if you like female targeted isekais, villainous reincarnation stories, which I definitely have a soft spot for because the main characters in them are just always like so good. And then this is also a new title that just came out. It's a josei series. I don't really know how I feel about this. I think I enjoyed it. I'm definitely gonna get the next volume just because it's a josei, and maybe reread this volume and then read the next volume when it comes out. But I don't know. It's kind of giving me that it's written by a man, which I don't really like. And the art style is very like seinen. Yeah. But it's like a childhood friends to lovers. So I'm interested. But she's kind of like I don't know. Just read it. It's weird. I don't really know how I feel about it, and I had really high hopes, which is kind of sad. I was also expecting this volume to be one of the big volumes like this, but it's one of the small volumes, which is interesting. And this volume was $13.99. They need to anyway, manga is so expensive. And then I have Kindle Unlimited for manga, but I've been reading novels recently again. So I read these 2, which are on Kindle Unlimited, but then I got the physicals for them because I really liked this story. The titles, no bueno. Cringe. Typical like smutty fantasy Kindle Unlimited type of cringe book is what it's like marketed as, but it's like unironically really good, and like the story is really good. I can't wait for the 3rd one to come out in May. The spice is good. I hate the term spice, but whatever. The couple's really good. The main character is really good. The main male lead is really good. Very good. And I'm not really like a fantasy romance person, or at least I wasn't when I started reading novels when I was younger. But ever since I got into manga, shoujo, there's like just like a lot of fantasy, so I ended up reading it, and then I finally read a fantasy romance in novel form, and I didn't have too much trouble because it's just like pretty similar to the manga I read. So I guess I do like fantasy romance. I just don't really like Harry Potter, I like witches and stuff, but not if it's just like very whitewashed, boring, plain stuff, which this is not. Well, it is, but it's good. Like, the story's good. Anyway, and I started reading this because Katherine Karas was reading it, and she said it was good, and I was like, oh, Kindle Unlimited? Let me go ahead and try that. And I tried it. It's really good. I read both these books pretty fast, so. And you can't get these in bookstores. These are like order to print. So the only place I know where you can get them is Amazon, and they like print it for you. So like there's no branding on it or anything. Like they literally just printed it. But you can read it on Kindle Unlimited. It's really good. Then I've read some of this. See, I'm like almost halfway through. This is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I read Poppy War earlier this month, and I got the second to that, but I'm holding off on reading that for a little bit, and I started reading this, which is really good. Everyone should read it. R.F. Kuang is just amazing. But then I stopped because I was like, I'm in a romance mood. So I started reading romance. But I will go back to this. But I did read some of this. And then I also read 1 through 14 of Red River, which I bought physically, which I'm actually selling on my Mercari, if that tells you how I felt about it. It was just okay. It was like, it's an isekai. She like gets taken into this world. It's like ancient Egypt or something, and she's young, and the mother hates her. It's just very plain drama. And I understand maybe some people like it because of nostalgia, but like the main girl is really fucking annoying, and the dude is like an asshole, and their relationship is kind of similar to the relationship in Mars. The annoying parts of the relationship in Mars, where they're just like super dramatic and like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, like I love you so much or whatever, which is fine, I guess, but that's like all there was to it. And like, she's young, he's kind of old, so it was kind of creepy and weird, and she's supposed to go back home to her family, but then whatever. So I read up to volume 14, didn't really care to read more because there's like 28 volumes, and I didn't want to spend the time and money to get the rest of the volumes because they're very out of print manga. And I knew this going into it. Like, I bought it because it was a good deal, and I was like, I'll read it, and if I don't like it, I can just sell it and make that same money back because I'm not into scalping. But yeah, I'm still happy I read it because I like reading older shoujo. Also read my level 999 love for Yamada-kun, which was good. I'm excited that the anime is coming out. And I don't know why, I saw like a panel on TikTok and I was like, oh, this is so cute, I want to read this. So I read it all in like one day, all 82 chapters that are out right now, but they're pretty short chapters and it's kind of like episodic. But yeah, it was good. I would recommend it. I hope it gets published in English since the anime is coming out, and I'm very excited that the anime is coming out. By the same author of these two books, Lisette Marshall, she has some other books, and I read the first of one of her other books that came before this, because I think this is the most recent book that she's written. I'm not sure. Called Iron, and it's like a queen and assassin like love story thing, and it was pretty good. I mean, I definitely say that Court of Blood and Bindings is better, but it was good. It was only like 200 something pages, so I read it in one sitting. It's also on Kindle Unlimited. I'll probably read the rest of the the rest of the books later because I thought it was good, and I really liked the two characters and their dynamic. Oh, and what I've been watching. I've been watching like the seasonal animes, like Spy Family and Villainous, or I'm the Villainous, so I'm taming the final boss. Is that what it's called? I'm the Villainous, so I'm taming the final boss. I also watched Jennifer's Body for the first time with my partner. That was a trip. Very interesting. I've also been watching Bleach. I watched the first episode of the new season with my partner because he's watched it and loves it, and he wanted me to watch it with him, but I'm currently in the Roncar arc by myself. That is everything. I'm not sure how many volumes I've read. I can put it on the screen here. But yeah, thanks for, this is my first reading log. I'll probably do more because doing hauls is fun, but I really just like talking about the series that I read, because the only person I talk about them with is my partner. So I just wanted to, you know, vent and gush, as Nana Drews would say, about the series that I've been reading. Speaking of Nana Dreams, if you guys want any other content, I definitely recommend Tsukkinotes, Nana Dreams, and Katherine Karas, who I mentioned earlier. I love them, love their videos. Katherine Karas is like book, novel, and just like vlogs, and then Tsukkinotes and Nana Dreams are pretty much just like manga and manhwa and anime and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for watching.